Hey y'all, one more time. I've got some more stuff. But the other video was just getting too long. I was yapping too much. So I broke it into two chunks. Because I got more yapping to do. There are several places that we go to hunt for records. Flea markets, Goodwills, other thrift stores, antique stores, just all over the place. As I'm sure you guys do too. We've got a couple of friends who own antique stores, and one of our friends is doing online auctions on Facebook. And they deal in a lot of records and coins and knives and things like that. And a couple weekends ago, we actually bid on a couple, a little higher than I usually will go for records, but I kind of needed the upgrade of Simon & Garfunkel. And the bid stopped at $7, and I thought that was pretty good for something in great shape, especially being as my old copy was super beat. So glad to have an upgrade of that at a nice price. We also, for the same price, got Elvis clam bake, and this is in such good condition. And we see a lot of Elvis albums everywhere, but they're usually so well loved, I guess is a good way to put it, that condition is usually the biggest issue. You may be able to find the record, but do you really want that record? So anyway, it's really nice to have this in such great condition. So those are two auction things. I usually try to stay away from auctions just because I get a little overexcited about bidding and one-upping and the time limit, and it gets all, I get carried away. So I try to stay away from that. I know it's going to be a little too tempting, especially when things are at a decent price. Trying to thin the herds, though, so you got to calm it down and know your limitations. Another friend of mine has an antique store also, and inside of their antique store, they also have a record store, a full-on record store in the upstairs, and they're very dear old friends of ours. And last time I have a booth in their antique store also, and last time I went up there, I'd been talking about spacey music and things like that with him, and he gave me a copy of Clay 2. Really excited to have that. So much fun, and it was very sweet of them to pass this on to me. There's another antique store that's nearby to us that's closing down, and they're liquidating everything that's inside. So I went in there to kind of look around and see what they had left, not expecting that there would be much, because I know there have been a lot of dealers come through and kind of pillage everything. So I did grab a couple of fun kooky things, because those are usually the things that I want and nobody else does. And I got a weird little blue pup. I love planners. I keep brushes and all kinds of things in them. And he's just crazy kooky, and I love him. Look at his little face. How could you not love that face? I also grabbed this Hager cookie jar. It's got a little hairline. Well, it's more than a hairline, but it's got a little crack in it down the side. But I don't care. I'm not reselling him. I just want to keep him because he's so cute. I love the cheerful yellow. So those are fun little antique store grabs. And then I also found at that antique store a whole bunch of little Jell-O molds. And I've been making these into pin cushions or putting hand-felted creatures and things like that on top of them to become little pin cushions, and I'll show you a picture of that, of what I've been making with them. This last weekend was my birthday, so I got to go to Goodwill for my birthday. Pretty excited about that because I've tried to cool it on the Goodwill too, because Goodwill is a really easy habit to get carried away with. So trying to cool it on the Goodwill, or actually on all things thrifty. Trying to calm down on that. Whole lot of thrifting in thrifty anymore. But that's beside the point. And it was my birthday, so I went to Goodwill. And I got Greatest American Hero. And I got Your Old Favorites on the Old Town label. And I didn't offhand recognize it, or I was looking through them really quick, trying to hurry because Dave was waiting in the car for me so that I wouldn't take too long. And so just on quick glance, I didn't really recognize anything except for Life is But a Dream. And then I also saw that there was the chicken hop on there.
Little girl, come go with me. Well, I'll buy something that you never did see. Be a pillow house upon the hill. I love you, darling. No, yes, I will. Oh, chicken, chicken, chicken hop, chicken, chicken, chicken hop. Ain't no right, ain't no left, ain't no one.
I thought that looks like fun. And come to find out, there's a lot of songs on this album that I knew, but just had to get home and spin them before I knew what I even had grabbed. And then the last one I got was More Jungle Drums, Exotic. Really fun. So those are my birthday records. And at our Goodwill, records are $1 a piece. And then today we stopped at the 111 flea market right outside of Cookeville, Tennessee. And I got a whole bunch more of these little Jell-O molds. And these do not say Jell-O on the bottom, although most of the ones I've gotten in the past have been Jell-O branded. But I got all those for $1, which is a really good price for those. And then I also got, there's a little fella sitting there who hand paints like whirligigs and stuff. I love whirligigs. And so I stopped to talk to him about his whirligigs, and he sold me this duck for $2, which I thought was really great. And he's so happy. And he's probably the only one who could appreciate all the rain we've had. But he's going to go outside my door and cheer us all up on these gloomy days. And then the last thing I got on my birthday spree, I got 2 of these kooky little bears playing accordions, and they were lamps. It looks like somebody took them all apart, took the felt off the bottom, and I'm planning on fixing them up and making them into lamps again because they are so cute. They need to be loved and used. And I got both of these for $2 together. And when the guy made me change, he gave me a $2 bill as change, which I don't ever get $2 bills. He said they were unlucky. I think they're pretty lucky. I think it's cool. Anyway, so that was my lucky birthday spree. And I think that gets us all up to date. That's all the stuff I've gathered and been shopping for. Y'all stay warm and keep on digging, and we'll talk to you soon.
And by me all the while.
Take happiness with the heartaches.
Take happiness with the heartaches.
and go through life wearing a smile.
Go through life wearing a smile.
Oh, how happy we